So in the last video, you saw us driving the little Toyota Tacoma, but now, Craig, we are in something much bigger.
Yeah, you are driving the new Ford F-250 Super Duty. Yeah, this truck is absolutely loaded with innovations for 2017, many of which are found in the cabin here, which I've got to say is now borrowed from its little brother, the F-150. That means you get premium materials. It's really well built, quite comfortable and quiet too. But what counts in a rig like this is often what you can't see. So Steve, why don't you walk us through some of those points?
Well, sure. For 2017, this new Super Duty has an all-new fully boxed frame. It also adopted that aluminum skin from the F-150, which helped it lose about 350 pounds. And honestly, there are just too many technological innovations for me to name, but some of them include a variable steering ratio. You get adaptive cruise control on this truck. You get more cameras than a TV studio. You also get blind spot monitoring, which looks out beside your trailer, and you can even get tire pressure monitoring for your trailer's tires. When it comes to hard work and towing, Ford has really thought of everything with this truck.
They have, but unfortunately the trade-off for that is there is a lot going on in this cabin.
Yes.
There are so many buttons, switches, and screens. It can be a little bit confusing. Again, this is a Platinum model, which is the top-of-the-line version of this truck. Now, it's a similar story under the hood where we've got a 6.7-liter Power-Stroke diesel V8. This thing is good for 440 horsepower and 925 pound-feet of torque.
Crazy.
It's insane. Now, it's matched to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and I gotta say, this is one hell of a refined drivetrain. It is so quiet, and it is so smooth. I think when you're outside the truck, it's actually quieter than the gasoline V8 found in the Titan.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But how does it drive?
Honestly, it drives so well, and like you were just saying, quiet and refined are the best words for this truck. This interior, it's, again, one of the quietest in this competition this year, and that's saying something because it's a big diesel and a big HD pickup. And same goes for the ride. They've done a really nice job of smoothing out the ride. It's not quite to the level maybe of some of the half-tons on the market, but in terms of against other heavy duties, this thing is very comfortable.
And it's got a live front axle too.
Absolutely. You still get a bit of that jiggle from it, but really you don't notice it too much. It's a nice ride. To test out this F-250, we hitched up a 10,000 pound trailer. And as you might expect, this truck is a towing champion. That 10 grand wasn't pushing around the truck at all, and the 925 pound-feet was motivating it up hills while accelerating, wasn't even breaking a sweat.
And this thing is rated at like 18 as it sits right now, and I don't think you'd have any trouble dragging that much, you know?
No, absolutely. Especially considering how easy the 10 grand was, loading it up to its limit, I'm sure it'd be fine.
Yeah, and it's even pretty good off-road. You've got tons of ground clearance. You've got knobby tires as well. This thing is a champ when you're on the dirt. Just don't expect to snake it through a super tight trail where you might take a Wrangler, because this is a big, very long truck, you know?
Absolutely, and of course, it's still kind of stiff, so if you build up too much speed out there, you might rattle the teeth out of your head. So just take it easy and you'll be fine. So yeah, this F-250 is pretty great, but I have found one thing that's a bit of a problem, and that is the price. Now, our fully loaded Platinum model as it sits costs $78,000. And what's worse than that is a base F-250 Platinum is going for 62 grand, and that's without the diesel. I just can't see spending that much money on a truck without this big diesel.
But you know, you don't need a Platinum trim version to do real work. Even without all of these gadgets and gizmos, the brand new Ford F-250 Super Duty is an incredibly capable and refined rig, and I think it's going to be one tough truck to beat in our competition here.